want to clear up there, or do we just want to go invisible and run up there?
We'll clear up there. Doing some velks grinding. Gotta love velks. I want to say, you can walk up with me, or do you want me to pull to there?
No. I'll be right there.
Alright, you're good. Just making sure.
Yep.
I heard that, or I saw on Discord, Daguerre was saying how the dogs, the upper dogs, were good for currency coins because of where they have so many like little named. You know what I mean? Because rarity can affect how often they drop.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if we can get a pair of those gloves, I'd be then down for.
Yeah. Well, the problem with the dogs
if
is,
we can do it. I don't know.
yeah,
If we can.
yeah. I'm gonna say, well, the problem with dogs is, they're the healers. They cast complete heal, and as a ranger, I don't have a stun, so it's not efficient. You know what I mean? Like at all. When they can just complete heal themselves, you know what I mean? It's not a very good kill to death ratio. You know what I mean? Yeah, and watch your healing. Typically, try to heal in between, especially when there's two mobs. With me, you know what I mean. When I'm talking about when I'm telling you this, I'm referring to me. You know what I mean? Like just be, you know what I mean. I can take a good amount of hits and we heal after. You know what I mean? Of course, if I'm in danger, you know, heal my ass. But that way, you just aren't getting any kind of aggro for no reason. I'll set my. If you right click my name, set main assist for the target ring, if you want. Yeah, and from what I can tell, I have noticed that when my characters are the exact same level and I'm grouped with just myself, that, oh, I forgot about the ice and I fell. So hold on 1 second. I'm talking instead of paying attention. The EXP is the same in a group or solo. As long as you're the same exact level and just with you and your other tune. I'm gonna kill this and then invis to you, so just hang.
They're tracking the fact that you're still kind of soloing, so they don't give you the bonus.
Yeah, well, no, you would lose EXP because with a group bonus, the EXP is still divided. So with the bonus, you are going to get less per kill with a group.
You're saying duoing is better than people playing.
Then by yourself because you're getting the same EXP in a group per mob as you do out of a group per mob. Therefore, you're not getting any penalty for the split of having someone else in the group. You see what I'm saying? Either that or the bonus is making up for it so much that there is no penalty. You know what I mean? Where the fuck am I? I fell down.
You're just down one level.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where this ledge is. Like, oh, there it is. Okay. Oh no, I see where I'm at. Never mind. I was like, where the fuck? I fell down like towards the front of it. You know what I mean? Not the side. Yep. But yeah, because see, normally you join a group, so the EXP is then split by two people. Then they give you a little bonus, whatever, but it's still going to be less per mob, but that's because you're going to kill faster or more efficiently because there's two people. It's not the case. Like I noticed, like right out the gate. Like if I get 6% per kill, I'll get that with me in my box, as long as they're the same level. I haven't tested like the specifics, like if he's 2 levels higher, if it's the same case or not. But
Right.
I just know for sure that it has panned out like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I might take this eye contact option off. This shit's trippy, dude. Makes my eyes look at the camera.
I guess I don't see the reason for it.
It's for I'm thinking that's for people that are like more or less talking into the camera more than they're showing a game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess. But otherwise, yeah, like what it's doing to you is just kind of creepy.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause the thing is, my camera's directly in front of me, but I have my streaming screen to the side, so I look to the side. But when I'm looking at it, it'll like move my eyes. When I look at the screen, it's...
Well, and then your glasses complicate it even more.
Yeah, it like makes it a little trippy, dude.
With the light from the monitor.
Yeah.
Off the glasses.
But you see what I mean? How I've blended the background? I finally figured out how to do all that. Yeah. I used to mobs having as many hit points. Been killing lobies for a minute.
Right? All those football runs.
Yeah, one bad thing about hearing my two-hander is my two-hander proc that goes off all the time is cold. And it lands sometimes. Like half of it or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention either, and I gave my pet the spirit of the snow or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's also cold. And I just tried to put the lightning one on, and it said it couldn't land because of the other one. Like, son of a bitch.
You click it. You can click it off your pet. You just go to his buff list and click the buff. Yep, you can click off any of your own pet's buffs. Just like you were to click your own. Yeah, it's because what it did is it gives a little more dex than your previous one, so it's saying it can't overlap it. You know what I mean? So that's the only difference, going on. So you click that off, then cast your other one, and it'd be good. Your bear roared as I got bashed, so it was like an echo. Stupid spiders. Yeah, breaking this camp is something else, but I will say, dude, when you are doing this camp, there's like 4 named or so that you're doing. You know what I mean? It's a good camp to hit.
So Core at 50 or 51, whatever, he got the tome that lets him basically almost like make something do nothing for 12 seconds.
Yeah, like mezzes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of. It's like he puts
distracts
it on one thing and then he shoots the other thing and then it doesn't pull both.
Yep, it's called.
When I had to pull 2, I would just root one of them with my druid long enough for us to kill it.
Yep, it's considered a distraction. You know what I mean? You distract the other mob while you pull the one. You know what I mean?
Oh, here's a creeper.
Yeah. Yeah, the Watchers are rogues, by the way.
Yeah, you said that they don't count as
animals. Yeah. Stupid, but that's how that works.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't drink soda. It's just not good for you. And
Yeah, I drink more than I should, and I know that.
when I was younger, dude, when I was like in the gaming and stuff, dude, I drank a crap load of soda, dude. Like I'd probably drink. I mean, I wasn't one of those like extremists, but I definitely would have like probably 2 sodas at a minimum a day. But I'd have as many as probably like 6. You know what I mean?
Yep.
6 out of a case. You know what I mean? I quit drinking sodas. I lost 30 pounds with doing nothing else besides just cutting soda.
Be careful, that ramp, either the ramp or when you get up top is ice.
Ice, yeah.
I don't know
Thank
if
you
it's
for the
ramp or
reminder.
up top.
Yeah, I usually just bump my way up here, and as soon as you hit the top, you'll stop, but you have to not be hitting your arrow key forward, or moving forward, rather. If you let your character just slide into it, you're okay. You can run straight over to the camp if you want.
I'm good.
Alright, I didn't know if they would. Sometimes it's weird. Like, sometimes they'll not
Well, I'll wait to
aggro.
bring my druid up there because she's 2 levels lower than
Yeah, and
Diesel.
yeah, that she'll probably get the aggro from the closer ones. It's weird how that works. You get a certain level, they
Oh,
don't.
we've got the Frenzy Broodling up right there. He's already up.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah, let's not aggro him till we get over here. He does hit. Which I can slow him. I have a slow proc. That's a shaman
Right.
spell.
You want me to try to bring... Oh, we already got it. Okay.
Oh, we got that one.
Well, then I'll bring
He
my
added
druid down.
as you went by. It was weird. He stayed there that whole time till you moved.
Alright, my druid's here.
Swing. Frenzy camp. Dude, I feel like, I don't know, where I had before my little square that I had my video on was so much smaller.
Right.
Now I'm huge.
Well, not only that, but you just don't know where it actually ends because it's just...
Yeah.
You just blend in.
Yeah, right? It's pretty cool. Like, actually, it's like right here. So this is like right there. It's his square.
I presume you don't want anything except for the exchange token.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, you can random the tokens if you want. Honestly, you can have them
I
too.
plan on randoming the tokens and then everything else I'll just take or abandon.
Yeah, I usually even let the newbies just keep the tokens. I know what it is starting off, but if you're feeling fucking frisky.
You've given me enough. I don't mind randoming.
Yeah. Actually, I should
Don't
be
get me
getting
wrong.
close.
I'm excited to get the next. What is it? 23, because then I can get that chance to proc.
Yeah.
AA.
Yep. That's what I'm working on too. I'm working on my 4th rank is 240, and I'm at 222.
All I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm at 222 now. Yeah, that dagger, dude. If you get 4 ranks, and then like here, I'll link this other dagger. I'll show you because I was using where it's ranger usable.
Was that the dagger you were talking about on the stream last night?
Yes.
Hits for like 6, but it has
Yep.
a massive proc on it.
Yep.
Yeah, 620, but it does require level 50.
Yep. See that one, 620 damage. But you got to think, once you have your crit AAs, then you have AAs that makes your crit damage do more than just double. So a 600 damage crit is 1200. That'll turn into like 15, 1600. And just think you have like a boom, boom. You know what I mean? 2 of them, double crit. Or there's twin proc. Now, yes, it's a low chance, but yes, twin proc does happen.
Take on the frenzy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get this guy over here because when I pull him, sometimes he runs around one way and then sometimes he runs around the other. And if he happens to come around this one way, he'll pull any of the 3 that's on the right side there.
I got you.
Yeah. This is where I was pretty much every day. You know what I mean? Before.
The last time I played on a TLP, I spent a shit ton of time here.
Yeah.
I never made it to any of the dogs or anything deeper.
Yeah, the castle's good too if you got DPS.
Which one? Which castle?
Excuse me. The castle in here. Actually, the castle. If you look to your right. That's the castle through that ice wall.
Okay.
See those dragon things?
Yeah, I've definitely not done anything.
Yeah.
over
If
there.
you get right here where I'm at, you can see the crystal golem standing in front of the door of the castle.
Yep.
See him?
I did try the Knoll camp or the Kobold camp once, and it did not go so well. It's so easy to get more than you need.
Wow. How about that? I procced my slow the first fucking swing.
Nice.
Look, Tagar's insects. Dude, that's the best slow proc on EverQuest. I'm surprised. Like, I don't know. I feel like that one slipped through the cracks.
Is it better than this? Apparently it is. Holy
Yes,
shit.
it is. It's a shaman slow proc. I wasn't joking when I said that's the best slow proc, bro.
I just tried to put Shaw's lethargy or whatever on it.
Yes, sir. That's a level 38, I think, shaman slow, and it's like one of the best. It's the shaman slow they all use because of the efficiency of it. It's got a very good slow for the mana cost of it. You know what I mean? It's not the percentage of slow isn't but so much lower than their higher level ones, but they take so much more mana that they use this one.
Come on, gloves.
Yeah, swarm code.
Nope. We got the wristband.
Oh, the wristband's best. That's the best item there.
Well, not for me. It's not. I can't wear it.
Oh, that's gay. Link it again, because it might even be an upgrade for me. They're my worst items on the Ranger. Oh, I see it. Never mind. No, that one's not an upgrade for me. I'm wearing one. Duh.
Yeah, but they're not lore.
Yeah, but I've got Dragon Hero and Silver Chitin.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna hold off and stick to the Dragon Hero. Keep that for your all. But yeah, that's like the best bracers that I've found. That and what I have on.
Yeah, no, they're definitely good. It's just not gonna do this guy.
Yeah, the Beast Lord. That sucks that Beast Lord can't wear it. I was thinking they could, but
honestly, the worst thing I hate about the side to play with Beast Lord, I'm loving it, but the worst thing I hate is I can't use like P99 to look for gear and shit.
Yes, because of you being a Beast Lord, they didn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they have changed things. Like example.
That new TLP is gonna have them.
Like example. Beast Lords came out after the fungus covered scale tunic came out. So did Berserkers. Berserkers and Beast Lords can't normally wear them, but here they can. They came out with a later thing called a fungus patch vest, which was required level 51, but had like similar stats as the fungi tunic, but it was Beast Lord Berserker wearable. You know what I mean, on live. But here, you can straight up wear the fungi covered scale tunic. Don't forget you can set up. Oh yeah, you are using Master Looter. I forgot. Yeah.
Figured I'd take care of it so you don't have to.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The only thing that makes it a little bit of a disadvantage is that I have to target to send loot. Other than that, it's actually pretty good. I've been trying to brainstorm a way of a better, you know what I mean, something better to do than that, you know what I mean? But really, that's kind of hard to do. Okie doke. All right, now I'm gonna pull these top ones.
Yep.
Whoops.
They're like right as soon as you
Yep. Now, I'm gonna pull them down. Now, how many's gonna come? Just do not heal me at all on the druid. You know what I mean? I'll yell if I'm in trouble. Sweet, 2. Sometimes you'll get them all. Well, yeah, I gave you that steel flint-headed dagger, didn't I? Or no?
I don't think so. You hear about the one you just got?
No, the one I linked you is a Ranger only one, but I gave you a Beast Lord one, didn't I? The Beast Lord Ranger one?
You might have.
Yeah, I think I did. It was before you were 50, though. You know what I mean? So, but just check your bags. That one procs for the same thing as the one I linked. It's just, so I'm saying I could dual wield them. I could have one that procs in each hand for 625.
Is there any value in me holding on to the silk and everything here?
Now, the only thing that silk is used for, you could technically use it in trade skills, but really what that is for the Coldane quest ring. You need it. But honestly, if you're going to do that Cold End Quest ring, it's not going to be a hassle to run here and wipe out a couple of spiders. You know what I mean? If you need them, so I don't loot them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that ring is quite a long quest. I plan on doing it. You know what I mean? Like, definitely, but I'm not in any hurry to do it. And when I go to do it, I'll just come here and grab some silks. You know what I mean? I stored some when I first started here for like the first couple months, and you know what I mean? I just got rid of them. Well, yeah, we've been getting some new players too. We got a UK chick on here.
I saw.
Yeah, she seems pretty cool. She seems to be having a blast.
She has a couple people she said she knows. Who knows if they'll come over?
Yeah, she was asking about kills. Cause I was telling her, I was like, dude, technically to start original content, dude, you could get 5 people together and run raids. You know what I mean? Get yourself, you know what I mean, raid geared in the OG gear. Like, Chris, you know what I mean? You gotta think Cloak of Flames. That's, you know what I mean, original gear. 36% haste cloak.
Again, I've never raided, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forget.
No, you're good. I'm just saying, like, it's all new to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like, I'm still I'm trying to look and see things I can go after.
Yeah, and dude, I will say, I am absolutely horrible about, like, hey, rate on the spot. Hey, where can I go to do, like, dude, for some reason, I don't ever remember any of it. Now, when I'm not even trying to think about it, I'll remember 10 zones you can go to and all this, but on the spot, I don't remember any. I don't know. It's horrible. It's like when you...
I think I want to go farm Hulk. A, for his staff, but also I was reading on the website, it said that he's got like one of the only power slot things.
Oh, yes, the power source. Yes, the only power source is this one right here, Stan's Memento.
Yeah, so I might as well try to farm a couple of those so I have something in that slot.
Yeah. And dude, honestly, I'll be real with you. Like, Cora does some pretty good farm, but like my brother, he's horrible at farming stuff. You know what I mean? If anything, Cora's just, you know, working with his time schedule that he has. But honestly, especially when I see people putting in effort, dude, I have no problem. Which I don't have any problem helping anyway. It's just if I don't make, you know, certain people, if I don't make you go do something, then you don't do it, and it's not as fun, actually. You know what I mean? It ends up making you bored on the server. It's weird how that works out, but that is how it works out. But I'll help you. That can be a long camp, so you know what I mean? I'll help you as well. Like, anything you run across like that that's like giving you a hard time where you're there a couple days or something and ain't doing it, I'll set a tune there and camp it too.
The getting down to the bodyguard, right before you get to that room, there was the soothsayer or whatever.
Yes.
Right outside.
Mm-hmm.
He was dark blue.
He's nasty.
Well, he didn't kill me, but what really got me is he put like a 19 stack slow on me and my bear, and the time between swings was atrocious.
Yeah, you gotta have cure disease for that, which is what I use this item for. Right there. You see that Shield of the Immaculate? The huge benefit to that is it's a 1 second cast time, and you can click it from inventory, which means you don't have to stop and mem cure disease. And most, like 90% of slows have a what do they call it? What's the number thing on there? I forget the term for it now. I'm having a brain fart. A counter, a resist counter or whatever that you can cure. Yep. Slow is disease based.
Are we considered pre-revamp or post-revamp?
It depends. Like, I would say.
I was looking up. Was that on the plane? Was that on Innerrock or was that on Lord of Ire that you got that one?
What item are we talking about again now? Oh, the Shield of the Immaculate. It came from Innerrock.
Okay, so we're pre-revamp, whatever the fuck.
Yep. I'm guessing that's what I was gonna say. Is I think
pre-revamp is level 55. Post-revamp is level 70.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anything, everything should be pre-revamp. Like, for instance, the whole split paw, couple zones like that have different tiers to it. Like, as in, time went on with EverQuest, the mobs in the zone changed and got revamped. The zone stays the same, the like layout, but the mobs would change. And we have the original version because you know what I mean. Like, you go to other stuff and it's the new version of it. You know what I mean? This is still the original. So,
Rock was a raid boss.
I'm sorry.
Inner Rock is a raid boss.
Yes, we killed him last weekend, last raid.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only bad thing about carrying one of those is their lore. I couldn't win roll on one. Small items like that aren't actual like, oh, that's a huge upgrade, are never counted. You know what I mean? They're just randomed throughout the raid.
Okay.
And half the time, dude, like, especially when the OG guys get it and stuff, you be like, hey, dude, are you using that? And they're like, nah, just give it to you.
Nice.
Yeah, they're cool.
You did not like me putting that listless power on.
I saw that and it pissed him off.
None of the good spiders are up at the moment. I've got my tracking on my druid up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Core and I tried to go to Old Set the other night with just his monk and my two.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a little nasty.
I've never been there. So we made it down the first hallway and made the right turn, and we died. As far as we
Oh,
made
shit, a thieving goblin.
Oh.
There's a bag, you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Where'd he go? Don't chase him because this is the worst zone. It's the worst zone for them. Oh, there he is. I don't see any bags. You see it? Oh, shit, careful with the ice. There he is. Oh, I see another bag. I'm going to go grab it.
Yep, I'm coming back down.
I got a Clumsy token. There's another one right by the ramp.
I got 2 of the putrid or whatever tokens.
Yeah, I think it's probably about all he's going to drop.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think the putrid coins or whatever they're called.
Yeah, those you can buy. You can buy AAs with those as well. The only thing is, with those you have to go to a certain zone, and you gotta like get teleported there. It's a little different getting there, but yeah. There's a dog that goes in your weapons that's +5 fire damage. I want to get for each one of my weapons, but it's 100 of those tokens each. But like run speed, regen, like those are all on that vendor for the putrescent tokens, and it's a lower ratio. Like I think you can trade. It's either
it's 2 of them for the Valor.
I got you. Yeah, I knew it was some. There's another one.
Where'd you go?
Up top, yeah.
Which kind is this one?
Thieving, same thing.
Also thieving. Let me see if I can't get this back.
Yeah, go for it. I'll get this other one back here.
Come on.
Where'd you go, bastard? There you are.
Okay, I got 2.
He's coming back up.
Go back down?
He's coming back up. He dropped 2 bags down here. I got the 2 down here. There was 2 up there, so there might be 1 more bag.
Yep, I'm just standing here waiting.
Might not be. Oops, I did not mean that. I'm shooting him with my bow, but oh, there he goes.
We also got a Clumsy token.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I got every time, except I got 1 currency token and Clumsy tokens. The rest. Which those are for like name changes, pet name change, ornaments.
Is that also how you could have bought like that thing for your sword?
Yes, exactly. Yep, that weapon mold or ornament.
I know you said one of the guys gave you that one, but I think you said that's how you
yeah.
bought it, so.
Well, you got to think the OG guys that have been on this server for a decade. You know what I mean? They're sitting on thousands of those Clumsy tokens. You know what I mean? They've already fucking, bought all the weapon molds, had fun, and been bored with them by now, What I was suggesting is, to Mao, I was like, dude, I said, one thing as a newer player where it takes a while to accumulate, 400 tokens to get a weapon mold, I said, what you should do is, whenever you complete your epic, your that weapon mode should unlock for free for you. You know what I mean? So that if you upgrade your actual epic, you can put the weapon molds on your new weapon and still rock your epic look. You know what I mean? Without having to purchase, but just your own class, and then you have to purchase any other ones. I think that would be a cool aspect, but yeah. I got thinking about that after I did that. I was like, you know what? I could have just had my lightning swords, which are pretty cool, and just had them in it. It looks like I'm rocking my epics. And I do like the looks of those too. I don't know. Never thought of it. After this one, I'm going to self-buff up. All my self-buffs are blinking. Yeah, I eventually want to get a warrior epic for real. Never done those epics.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I've always been a fan of the lightsaber look. No. Good lord, I accidentally almost deleted my spell set. Let's not do that.
If you didn't change it just now, then.
No, well, I loaded buffs, and I went to load 60, and it said, "Oh, you want to delete 60?" I'm like, no. Alright, let me haste myself real quick. Do you need haste? My haste faded out.
I've got alacrity. What do you got?
Augmentation. You can see if it'll stick. It won't. It shouldn't stick if it isn't better.
I think mine's gonna be better.
I think it is too. I think it's just a lower cast.
Yep.
Yep.
I think it's like 40%.
Yeah. Let me check it real quick. I got 176%. Let's see, 76% minus 36%.
I'm at 140.
40? That means that it's 40%, Hayes. Because you're at 100 normally. Damn, 505 crit with melee. Yeah, man. Definitely need to train my Veteran's Wrath, which makes my crits do more damage, my melee crits.
Is that melee?
Yep. So many to get. I'm stoked that I'm close to my 4th rank of weapon affinity, though, man. I'm actually going to switch to my one-handers, see if they do better at this level.
I'm assuming you've done the classic progression already for AAs?
Yes. I was trying to break this camp up a little. normally that's what I do when I do this camp myself, is I pull like one mob from down there and one mob from up there and like split it up.
Yep.
Pull half, then pull the other half, and then they're on different timers. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Might be 3. Yep.
Yep.
Brooded one. If you set me as main assist, it'll put a ring around what I'm targeting. You right click my name and go to roles in the group window.
Okay.
There you go. Just makes it a little easier. And also in the extended target window, I'll tell you something cool you can do is I typically do it in the top one. You see a little red like button next to each like health thing. You right click that red button, then go down to group assist target, and everything I target will pop up on that one when I'm set as main assist. You know what I mean? So whatever I target, you can just click there rather than clicking assist or typing assist or anything like that. You can just literally, or just see what I'm targeting. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That extended target window is money for a PvP server. When it first came out, oh, dude, you talk about exploiting, dude. You could target across zones with it. And one thing that you can do across zones, once you have someone's target, is a spell called Bind Sight. It's a spell that no one even remembers exists. And what it does is it allows you to see through your target's eyes. So, therefore, you can see exactly where they are. Shit's better than track.
Oh.
Crystal Fang.
Crystal Fang's up, but you just got him, so.
Yep. I'm surprised he did not aggro.
About him now that I already have the shield. But.
Yeah, incoming. Yeah, he drops the crystalline spider fang too. Ow, he bashed me. Let's see what he drops. Yeah, these silks can be annoying on the Master Looter window. So many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't complain whenever we need trade skills and they drop like that, but until you need them, that is quite annoying.
The shield again?
Hand it out to newbies. Or alts. Keep it for an alt, whichever.
You don't want a chance for one of your alts?
No, I'm pretty sure I've got one sitting around, if not better, so, you know what I mean? You can random it or keep it for one of your alts, or, you know, doesn't matter to me. We might end up with each one, you know what I mean? Where they're lower. Depending on how many times we gotta...
I got it.
Cool. That's fine.
I randomed it, but it came to me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would have rather won the token, though.
Yeah, right? Yeah, the tokens are where it's at, dude. Can never get enough of them.
Yep.
I wish that I could change in, like, my Clumsy tokens and stuff for currency tokens to then change out for fucking marks of valor. You know what I mean? Like I want that currency, damn it. Well, yeah, actually, I should have probably brought my enchanter here instead of the ranger, because the enchanter does more DPS than the ranger does when I got heals. As long as I got a healer, which you got a druid, you know what I mean? I can do more DPS.
talking about charming something?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I like charming that name downstairs. Or these right here, the crystalline hunters.
Yep.
The spider we're fighting right now hits for 250. Yeah, he'll fucking pop you in your goddamn mouth. Throw haste on that bad boy, dude. Good God. The key to charming any dangerous mobs, in my opinion, is to get a rogue one, because they cannot bash you. They only have the secondary attack of backstab. And if you're facing them, you know what I mean? Obviously, backstab isn't going to happen as often, but they can't bash you far as interrupting. When you go to recharm and they break, the warriors will like bash your brains out. Especially when you have them hasted, like even trying to get like that little fast cast off so that you can just simply mez them for the 12-second mez. That's a fast cast, or even the stun. Dude, even that's difficult to get off when you got one of those spiders, you know, enchanter hasted. Yeah, I feel like the one-handers are doing a little better at higher level. One of my favorite looks, man, is that flaming sword. I love the classic original EQ two-handed sword look, but used as a one-hander, and it's got flames on it. It's cool. I've always liked.
It's the Ghoulbane, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Ghoulbane look. Or not Ghoulbane, Soulfire.
Okay.
You use Ghoulbane to turn in for Soulfire.
That's it.
Yeah, that's where we were mixing it up. Yeah. Dude, a cool thing I saw on live, dude, when I returned, I made a paladin. Actually, I have a paladin on Furio Neve, and I played around on there for a little bit, then went to Zek, made a druid, went to 125, you know, had a little fun on there. Then I went to Red 99, and Red 99 to here. But, when I made a paladin on live, I was like, dude, does anyone got a Ghoulbane sitting around? They, you know, collecting dust. They let me use. I'll give it back to you once I've out leveled it or whatever. But it'd be fun to, you know, use that leveling up. But it'd probably take me some hours to farm it. You know, if anybody's got one sitting around. And dude he was like, dude, go to Failwith. I went to Failwith, which is the high elf hometown. And there's a paladin NPC in there he killed that guaranteed drops it every time. I'm like, what? No way, dude. No way. That's awesome.
Isn't that like the Paladin Guildmaster?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a faction hit for sure. You don't want to do it as a paladin.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, well, that is good to know. As like a newbie, like I remember like first playing the game, you know what I mean, like as a kid even, you know what I mean, like the ultimate badass NPC to me was always like your guild master, you know what I mean, like he could hit you for more damage than anyone, because I've like suicided to like, you know, get yourself outside town, like when you make a new tune, and they would always like rock your world, like they were just like the most badass NPCs of all time. I've attacked the Priest of Discord and tried, like, running away. Funny. Dude, I remember Planes of Power coming out, and, like, I was young enough that, you know, I wasn't reading patch notes. I didn't even know about the expansion, nothing, you know what I mean? I'm just playing a game. And, dude, I remember seeing the book, the Plane of Knowledge book, and I'm like, what is that thing? And I, like, went to, like, jump over it, and it zoned me into Plane of Knowledge. And dude, I remember like creeping around corners because I like slash hoot and there was nothing but high levels in there. I'm like, dude, this is a high level zone.
Right? Some raid boss that comes over.
Yeah. Just freaking owns you.
Well, and if you had played enough, everything that was playing was like high level.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a high level zone.
That's why I was like, oh, what is this place, man? And dude, I would have so much fun. Like some of my, like one of my favorite things to do would be like like there's a library in Plane of Knowledge, and that's where all like every single spell vendor ends up there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And dude, it's an enormous building. Well, like my challenge would to be getting on the roof of the very top of the library. And I've managed it. It's pretty fun. Like nowadays, they have these things called rocket boots that will boost you in the air like 5 feet, and you can have they have recast times, but you can have numerous ones. You know what I mean? So you can boost yourself up, something like that. But way back in the day, levitate used to bob when you know what I mean. You would sit there and bob up and down rather than just stay one level like you do. You would still drift down slowly, just like you do now and everything, but it had a bob to it. Well, as you would cast levitate, it would bob you up a little. Like it'd give you like a little like 1 foot bump. Well, if you happen to have a instant cast levitate clicky, for example, there's a shield of striding that is an instant cast levitate clicky. Very rare pain in the ass item to get. And or it used to be anyway. But and dude, I could spam that, like click it, and dude, it would slowly like pick you up. You know what I mean? And you could get all kinds of places. That and running off hills and walls, and I don't know, it was just always fun to do to me. You know what I mean? Like getting places. I would bind myself places like that. Technically on PvP servers, it's technically against the rules to be up in places like that. But everyone does it. Yeah. Everyone there, anyway. I gotta hide some of these corpses. We got like a field of corpses. Boom. Hide all the corpses. Oh yeah, so there is a guy in Quanos Hills that has a chance to drop an earring that has enduring breath on it. And what you can do here on Clumsy's world is you can technically make that earring into an AUG so that you can put that in your gear rather than having to swap out that earring for a piece of armor every time you swim underwater. It's quite handy.
Also the back piece from the turtle?
No, this is an earring that you can do this with.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's also a back piece.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That gives you enduring breath as well.
Yeah, I was just talking about this one specific one that could be turned into a AUG. That was pretty freaking handy. Which I have, I think, rings. I'm trying to think of where I got them. I didn't even camp them. I got them by chance. Yeah, knotted turtle bone ring. I don't even remember where I got it from, but yeah, that's what I use. Heck with it.
Nice.
As long as you got something. Either that or a necro nearby. Enduring breath. Why damn, we're clearing shit.
Yep. And you're doing about 60 to 65% of each kill.
Yeah.
But you're still 6 levels above me and in better gears.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I'll tell you this. My brother on the raids, dude, does really good on the parks. Like, with my ranger and stuff, I have to be, like, really pumping my ranger to beat him on parses. You know what I mean? Or I'll tell you this. I have to be, focused on the ranger more than the wizard. You know? but he typically beats my ranger in parses.
We're killing. I don't know if we're killing stuff faster, but you're able to take a hell of a lot less damage than.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. That and my regeneration, even my gear is quite high. I have a fungi tunic on and
oh nice, yep.
lots
And
of
plus I've been putting chloroplast on.
Yeah, I have.
So.
With your regen, I have 55 hit point regen a tick standing up in combat.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, that's probably doing more of the work than anything.
Yep.
Yeah, so when the shaman's on me, dude, it's doing like 60 some. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Well, I got to figure out how to get into Old Step and potentially connect. Do you think the king could be done with the druid V-Storm?
Yes. Yeah, you could do it better than I could as a ranger. Yeah.
Okay, because obviously I'd love to get the tunic and the staff, but it's also where I need to get something off of them for my epic.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you do it, dude. Yeah. I'd like to. One thing that I am horrible with is remembering Seb, dude. I don't remember. You know what I mean? It's quite a maze of a zone to begin with, and it's been years, and I just never remembered. And to get to the Fungi King, you have to like go down in there, then you have to jump in the water and like swim through this area. Then you come up, then you swim through another area, and then you're in like these tunnels that go through the like mushroom or like fungus guys. And I know where I'm at then, but I don't know where I'm swimming at and shit, so I want to learn that. Or how about this? I want to at least get someone to show it to us, and then I can bind my mage there and call of hero us straight to that camp whenever we want. Yeah, I'm probably going to make another mage that is literally just for that. You know what I mean? Like whenever we need to do a camp, you know what I mean? I can just take him there, bind him, until we need, you know what I mean? That way my main mage that has the epic isn't being used up for that, you know what I mean? And
it's just by happen chance. My two guys are going to level at almost the same time. My druid's 99
right.
and my
that's cool.
V-Sword's 96, and they're 2 levels apart from each other.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, after 55, it's quite a grind.
Oh yeah.
55, it slows down. It's still not horrible though. Like I've done, I mean, as far as live, I've done 1 to 125. You know what I mean? But that's quite a grind too.
New dots, and that's it. I need to go make her.
I just had one of my screens turn off. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Where is it? Was my TV. My 4th screen is a TV. Why did that shut off?
Crystal Eyes is up?
Okay. He's down bottom where I just pulled from. There was 2 of the 3 up, and I pulled it. He's the 3rd one, so give it a few more minutes to let that camp split up. And that way he'll be separated from his ads. You know what I mean? If anything, I'm going to pull one up top in between. Yep, exactly. Pull this. Give him a little more time. Up. My computer is adjusting to the fact that I turned that TV on. Shit pisses me the fuck off. Why did it turn off? It like picked up my screen for a second. Damn TV. It's old, so you know what I mean? It was been outside. Yep. It's been around a lot of condensation. I'm surprised it works. My mother-in-law has a animal rescue license. She has a monkey sanctuary, so it's from one of the monkey houses.
Nice.
Which is kind of like an Amish barn. So, you know what I mean? It gets, I mean, like the windows stay open, you know what I mean? And if the temperature's right, you know what I mean? They have screened windows so they get fresh air and all that stuff in there. And so it got lots of condensation stuff, but it works. Here's Crystal Eyes. Did you slow them or was that me?
That was you.
Yeah, good deal. That went off quick. It just went off so fast. What is Daguerre talking about? Oh, he's responding from somebody earlier. Oh, from you earlier, I think.
Yeah, he's trying to find the Kunark history books.
I got you. Is that for the spell slot?
The ones for Norath are. I don't know what the ones for Kunark give you.
I got you. You drop anything good?
Whoa, what is that thing? Int Wisdom Face Piece?
Oh, that's the crystallized spider eyes. Congratulations. That's good for either one of your tunes. Congrats.
Yeah, that's an upgrade for my.
That's a good mask, dude. It's hard to find masks too. Masks are kind of that. Your earrings, fingers, face, wrists. They're all like those slots that are not really a crap load of items out there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's some raid items, but as far as regular items, there's only so good of stuff out there.
Yeah, 3 wisdom, 3 ints, and HP. Yeah, that's a massive upgrade from what I'm wearing.
Yeah. That's good shit. I wear it on like any tune that's pretty much not in raid gear has that. I forgot about that dropping here. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I forget about more stuff than I can tell you. That's my problem. Look at it. Doesn't help.
Yeah, that would still be an upgrade for my D-sword.
Oh yeah, that's why I said both your tunes should be able to use that bad boy.
I'd lose 4 agility and 2 dex, but all that HP and mana.
Oh yeah, worth it.
That up.
Worth it for sure.
Nothing on the radar right
cool.
now.
Oh. Forget how much more my bow does. Because at level 51 and higher, Ranger's bow damage does double damage if they are not rooted and standing still.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, my regular crits are usually about 500 to 800 higher end. You know what I mean? I do like 900, almost 1,000 without any discs. I'll do about 1,500 with True Shot, which is pretty fucking impressive in this era. When I have a fast bow, you know what I mean? Mine's not high damage, high delay. Mine's lower damage, but low delay. That's what I use on the Ranger and the Raid, is I auto fire, dot, use my nukes, and then I nuke on the Wizard where I box on Raid. So my bow damage is a big part of my DPS, and that weapon affinity is going to increase as well because my bow proc is awesome. It's another bow shot. You know what I mean? It shoots another arrow as the proc.
Yep.
Which is definitely a proc that has been taken from, you know what I mean, not Valius era, we'll say. It's not a Valius era proc. That's from live, you know what I mean? We didn't have stuff like that till later. But it's nothing that's overpowering, you know what I mean? Nothing like that, so I can dig it. It helps being a ranger, you know? That's my bow if you want to check that out. And any of the ancient stuff, like ancient raid gear and stuff, supposedly can be upgraded, you know, as you do the next tier ancients. So I should be able to upgrade that Destroyer's Bow of the Ancient. I love the decks on that bow. 35 decks. Yes, sir.
Just got my new pet haste.
Nice. Can't go wrong with that. Pet haste and pet products. Yes, sir. That was weird. I pulled the spider that ran by the other spider and it came by itself. Wow.
That's crazy.
Worked out.
Right?
Oh yeah, you're 55 now. Nice.
Yep.
Dang right, dude. You friggin' flew up there in levels, dude. Hacks.
Yeah, and its name is Joel.
9. Dude, you ever... I'm trying to think of what movie it was, dude. I can't remember which movie it was, but it's this, like, scene... World War II movie with this scene with Hitler, who's, like, you know... He, like, has these officers or something in this room, and he, like, tells everyone to leave with the officers or something. He, like, yells at them and shit. Well, dude, all they do is change the subtitles to, like, EverQuest, like, talk, and it is funny as shit, dude. He's like, he sold his chest plate to a vendor? You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's so hilarious, dude. He's like, we waited for hours for that shit. Oh,
And he would have been able to buy it back, but it would have been more like
not always. Actually, not always. Sometimes the item does not go back on the vendor for sale. Yep.
Oh,
I don't know what actually triggers it to not go on there, but over the years I have sold many items to vendors, and yeah, it does not always pop up on there. Sometimes it pops up on there and you can buy it back for a reasonable price even. But most of the time, it'll pop back up on there, but it is not a reasonable price.
Yeah.
It's usually like, oh, I will give you 78 plat for this. I will charge you 10,078 plat for this.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this guy over here. Or these guys. There's 2 of them. Root one of you motherfuckers.
That's a pretty good little twink set of gloves. The spider fur gloves.
Yeah, they're not bad. I have
35 mana, 3 int for the pure casters.
Yep, I have several pair of them. I keep a pair on my trader all the time because they're lore.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, they are definitely a solid pair of gloves. It's actually quite a hard debate between those gloves and like the goblin gloves. You know what I mean? Because the goblin gloves have less mana, but they have like strength, stamina, dex. You know what I mean? Like other stats too. So it's really, you know what I mean, matter of your choice. You know what I mean? Or if, you know what I mean, how much mana you got. If that little bit of mana ain't gonna make or break you, you know what I mean, you might want the other stats. Get on over here, spider. Dude, can you imagine a spider this big in real life rolling up on you?
Yeah. Yeah,
How
they're in
about
Australia.
how about no? Either that or those camel spiders over in Iraq and shit.
Yep.
I've had veterans tell me about them bad boys. Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Wake up with a friggin' rat-sized spider crawling on you. Oh my god.
I hear you can actually hear them run across the sand too.
Oh yeah, I've heard that as well. And dude,
It's a
like,
matter of both.
I don't like spiders, but I'm also like they don't bother me because they're little and they stay out of the way. Like I crawl under
Yeah.
houses all the time. And dude, I'll be real with you. If you leave them alone, they leave you the fuck alone. Like usually if you get bit by a spider, you've crawled through their shit or you've like gone to like wipe something off you and like touched them and they bite you. I mean, it's always something like that. They don't just like come and bite you, dude. They're too intelligent, I think, to just, you know what I mean?
Most animals only attack humans out of defense because they don't know your intentions.
Yeah, well, kind of like a dog. Like a dog, like there's not like I will say it's got to be 99 out of 100 dogs will bite in fear. Like the nicest dog, I don't care what they are, they don't even know why they're doing it. You know what I mean? They just
Correct.
do it. But there
Well,
is
it's pure fight or flight. They're just
yeah,
defending themselves at that point.
yeah. That's
Even
why
though
they
you
always say
might not have been aggressive to them, they didn't know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's why you never corner a dog either. You know what I mean? They always say don't corner a dog; he'll chew his way out of there. But like I thought it was 100% of dogs that you put in a corner they'll fight, or you know what I mean, something like that. But dude, no, I have run across dogs that will just cower, like no matter what. But they are dogs that have been bred down by people, like you know what I mean, like my wife's pocket Yorkie will submit to a breeze. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just, yeah, she just, yeah. Like the other day, she was coming in the house and she was like trying to get up the like step and she was like stuck on it. And I went to like just take my foot and give her a little push. And dude, you thought, I kicked her across the room. Like I guess I scared. She didn't see me like going to help her, and it scared her so much. Me touching her or the back, dude. She's like, I'm like, oh my god. My wife's like, what'd you do to her? I'm like, nothing. Oh my god. I'm like, I was helping her up the stairs. Once I explained, she knows that she's a big puss kid. So she's like, oh, yeah. Oh yeah, shit. These spiders. I always forget about keeping my damn spawns right. I want to keep those two. That's why I put a good gap in between them because I will forget it. So put in a big enough space, it leaves you room for error, man. Yes, sir.
I can't believe we got like Boar and I came in here within probably 15 minutes. A frenzy spawned and it dropped the gloves like the first time.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I know that's not an easy gear.
I do want to say that I don't think it's the easiest drop, but it's easier. Like that bracer is the most rare that mob drops.
I also got the crystal chitin gauntlets last night.
Nice, they're good.
To my druid, they're not. I wish they had beast sword on them because the would be awesome, but they don't. So
yeah, they're actually plate.
I was wearing like rawhide.
Yeah,
it can't be plate if my druid can wear it.
Yep, I mean in this era, there's some plate that even shaman can wear. You know what I mean? It's odd, but they have it. You know what I mean?
Listed as an option.
Yeah, there's some like, dude. For instance, that bracer I have, that is plate. The serpentine bracer from Lower Guck. It's like 9 agility, 3 dex or something. It normally has burning affliction on it. Back once they added focus effects, and every race can wear it, but Ixar because. You know what I mean? Ixar came out after that had came out, but that is a plate bracer too. But almost everyone can wear it. It's back in the day they would have odd things, but every once in a while they'd have suits of an odd set. You know what I mean? Like a set of gear that a shaman can wear that will be full plate. It's crazy. They also had like some weird stats and stuff on like some of the real classic gear. Like they'll have like like a druid bracer with intelligence on it. It's like what?
Yeah.
I forget the backstory to it. I've heard it, you know what I mean, but I don't know. I forgot. It apparently wasn't good enough for me to remember. Placeholder down here. Incoming.
Druid's already 15%.
The druid is?
Yep.
Nice. How far in are you on the Beast Lord?
6.
I got you. Not too bad. I was curious. I knew it was going to be slow. Pretty much this camp is kind of slow in general at your level. You know what I mean? Like everything slows down, but this is kind of, pushing the limits on you being.
If we get the gloves, I'm down for something else, but I would definitely love a pair of
I'm trying to
gloves.
think right now. Like I got a haste item on someone somewhere. I do. I have a.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Because you gave me these, but is that considered better than the 21% haste from the FPSS?
No, definitely not. Your haste would be paramount over all of it if you don't
Especially
have
if you
one.
have proc gears and I get the augment that lets, or not, if I get the AA for augment that lets me proc more, haste is God, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, haste is going to be God over it anyway. If you don't have haste, haste is God over any set that you could pretty much have. Besides, maybe like if you had a fungi tunic or haste, I might choose the fungi tunic. But other than that,
unless I'm not taking a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, true that. But you get my point. Haste is paramount.
Yeah. Yeah, right now the only haste I have is the 40 from my own alacrity.
So. I'm thinking I have a cloak of crystalline water somewhere. That is a back item with like 5 strength, 5 dex, 50 mana.
Water?
Yeah. 36% haste. If you want.
One of the things I like to learn is I just like to learn where things come from.
Oh, you're good. I looted it on raid.
Things that I don't even know.
Yep.
Like what the fuck.
Yep. I mean, that is like stuff that's going to be 36% haste is going to be raid items. Maybe the original raid items. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that comes from the water dragon and Cobalt Star.
Yep. Yeah. I got that on raid. It was random. Like, see, like that item, for example, was random through the entire guild. Like, no one had to take a loot hit for it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And if you had said, "Hey, that's an upgrade," they'd have handed it right to you.
They use DKP, I presume, for the
yes.
stuff that people actually roll for.
Yeah. Like this, that cloak right there. That's my cloak, my haste item. No one. I was the only one that needed that as a main. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to alts next.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Is there a cap on haste?
No. But the max you will see on EverQuest is 46%, which is raid.
Like on a single item?
Yes. Yeah, haste does not stack.
Oh, it doesn't?
It does not. Not with armor. Your haste and your buff stack.
Oh.
Yeah, see, they do not stack in gear.
If I get these gloves, then I don't need the FPSS.
Yes. I didn't realize you had an FPSS, or because I've been sitting here, I'm like,
No, I don't.
Okay, all right.
Farm one.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you won't need that if you have this, but no, they do not stack together. For some reason, it seems to be. I think the way EQ kind of even comes off and the way it's listed and everything, every new person on EverQuest thinks that stacks. You know what I mean? It just looks like it does. You know what I mean? I don't
There's no
know.
reason to not think it would.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that's the way it comes off. You know what I mean?
Because
But
otherwise, you're saying it would be like if I have 10 wisdom on one piece of armor
yeah,
and 5 on the other,
yeah.
I get 15. So why would I not think the 2 pieces of haste would give me the combined?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So don't feel bad about that. You know what I mean? Everybody does that. But yeah, one of the best haste is going to override.
Yeah. Okay. And I think.
And your epic is 40% haste.
Oh, okay. So eventually these gloves won't even be.
Yeah, you'll upgrade.
I'm a long ways from the epic, but when I eventually get it.
Well, like for example, I like wearing a cloakland because that's my belt. Now that's the raid stuff that like we all roll on and stuff like that. But, and look at the click effect on that belt. It's awesome for a ranger. Oh yeah, figured I'd show that to the.
Reduces the mana cost of spells by up to 10%.
Well, that's an og, but the clicky is gate.
Yeah.
So I can gate
We
as a ranger.
We got a pop down here, not on us, but just down here.
All right, good enough. I was just pulling shit up there for.
I got the Golem Essence Spalders from something.
They're nice.
That I did on my own.
Well, I thought those came from the hole, maybe. I thought, but maybe not.
No, definitely not the hole because I've not been to the hole yet.
I'm trying to think. They come from somewhere. City of Mist.
I think that's it.
Yeah, they have golems in there.
Because I.
It sounds right.
I also got the Golem Essence necklace from there as well.
Ah, yeah, that's City of Mist, man. Yeah, cool deal.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I was there just trying to do one of the quests from the one in the tutorial. The gears.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was just farming in there. It's also where I got that mace on my druid.
Yeah, damn right.
It's got 5 wisdom, 5 int, 5 strength.
Yeah, damn, excuse me. You can't beat that. That's all right.
I would much rather farm or at least be in the group when stuff drops.
Yeah.
Being given stuff, but it's
yeah, no, I get it for sure. You know what I mean? It's just it's hard to pinpoint stuff, to be honest with you. Half the stuff I've been learning as or should I say remembering or relearning half of it as I'm coming across it as well, you know what I mean? And honestly, as soon as you get 60, dude, like gear will roll in so much easier, man. Now, we've been, since the holidays where everybody kind of took some time off, we've been like slowly like recouping our raid time, but we've just been doing progression the last like 3 raids. You know what I mean? We haven't really, been busting out new content. We'll do like one mob and then do the rest, progression and shit for the new players and stuff. But we're slowly getting back into the groove. It helps I'll tell you one thing, it definitely helps with the new players and stuff. That makes everybody happy to see new players on and showing up to, joining the guild, going to raids. Who doesn't like that? Everybody likes that. Party, new players. Gotta get the newbies. Ooh, I'm still so not used to carbonate shit. Ooh, got a hiccup.
I need rings on my my druid.
That was probably the hardest thing for me to get that were like worth a damn. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I will say one of them is from the Christmas
I
event.
have a cutthroat insignia ring and then the Nolish guardian.
I'll tell you this. Here's another thing on this server that's real cool. In the tutorial, when you go over to like the tent where like the campfire is and stuff, where there's NPCs over there, there's a jewel crafter there that you can talk to, and she can actually make the hit point rings. You know, have you ever seen like from TLP servers?
Yeah, it's like 45,
45, 55, 65 according to expansion. Yep. She can make those. She tells you what materials to get, and you bring them to her, and she'll make them, so you don't have to get your jewel crafting up. But she'll make the hit point. It's like the basic item. So worst case come to worst, there's no one on to make those for you, and you're a new player. You can just have those made. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things like that it was just like thoughtful on that. Like, it just blows me away the amount of time that I know has been put into this server. It's fucking awesome, honestly. I just need to share that knowledge around to people. I'm gonna get there. I'm determined to get 100 people on here myself. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. Come on. The EQ community's tiny, but we can swing 100 people on a fucking awesome server. Come on.
Take time.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I feel like once we hit a certain little number, it's gonna be easy because it will be more appealing that way. You know what I mean? That's the thing is when people, you know what I mean, I start streaming, there's full groups of people and people on Discord talking and, you know what I mean, crap like that, just stuff going on nonstop, like, that's gonna be appealing.
Your biggest hurdle you're gonna have those come May. You're gonna have a hell of a time trying to think about getting anybody over here.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I mean, dude, it's not really the end of the world. Like, you could even be like, yo, dude, gonna go jump on the TLP servers. You know what I mean? You can come right back. There's no chronos here. There's no subscription.
Right.
Dude, you could resume right back where you're going. Nobody has hurt feelings about that. I may even check it out.
Everything that got voted for, it's gonna be.
Oh, what did get voted for?
Pretty much everything.
Oh my gosh,
except PvP.
Yeah, of course. So, the one thing I want.
It's going to start at Belios. It's going to be 8 weeks for every expansion. There's several times the expansion is going to include a secondary expansion. There's no box limit. Random loot.
Free trade.
Pretty much everything you can think of, everything's going to be in there.
Free trade.
Yep, free trade.
Yeah.
It's basically Mischief because it's also going to be the random loot with the free trade.
Yeah, that's how Mischief was.
Yep.
Starts at Valius. Why start at Valius, I wonder?
That was one of the things.
I guess so that
they wanted to start.
I mean, I can understand it. Like I'm just thinking, like, if I was an active EQ player this whole time, you know what I mean, and I've been playing TLP. Like, who wants to do Kunark over and over and sit at that for that?
To do vanilla.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or even, you know what I mean? That's what I meant, vanilla, not Kunark. I mean, Kunark actually isn't bad. I like Kunark. But, you know what I mean? I could still even see even Kunark, though. You know what I mean? Kind of being like, you know what I mean? Sitting there for 8 weeks. Especially vanilla, though. You know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like the PvP would be crazy if they made one because you're gonna have so many people that don't know how to act with a PvP server with that many people running around and stuff. You're gonna have a bunch of these people that's never played it that's just gonna be attacking people and stuff. So it's gonna be a little chaotic at first, but I promise, like, it's kind of like prison. That stuff kind of straightens itself out. You know what I mean? People kind of learn to, like, all right, you can either fuck around and find out or not, because you eventually turn the crowd onto you. You know what I mean? If you want to annoy enough people. And that's kind of how that works. The loudmouth that wants to run his mouth to everyone tends to just get smacked around by everyone he sees. They tend to shut up or fuck off, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's the same thing with, like, one thing that was the first thing I noticed from playing PvP for, like, years and years, and then, like, even venturing to a normal server for at all, and that was, like, as it was, like, dying out and stuff, and that was the fact that you could see max level players on regular servers that are still noobs. You know what I mean? Like, that was such a confusing thing. On a PvP server, you aren't going to make it to the max level without either being forced to learn to not be a noob, or you're going to quit playing because you're going to be smacked around so much and just drug because you're being a noob. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't, like, you don't know how to play your character. Like, I've seen on blue servers, I've seen shit I've never seen before my entire EQ life. Like, Ranger LFG, not pulling though, or I don't pull. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or a monk that
Like
doesn't pull.
Right, a monk doesn't pull. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Like,
I've
dude,
seen them say
that.
that.
Is your job.
It's like,
That is your job.
okay, I'll tell you what. Camp out, delete your character, and make a new fucking tune. It's not that hard. It's like, oh, I'm gonna play a cleric, but I don't want to heal.
What crystallizes up?
You know what I mean? Like, fucking dumbass. He's incoming. Yeah, I'm gonna be a cleric, but I'm not gonna heal. I'm gonna melee on the cleric.
I'm gonna be undead.
Yeah, I'm a paladin. Jesus.
I only cast undead DPS.
Yeah. Freaking retarded. I forgot to slow this one. Not gonna proc now. I didn't do it right. Well, damn, there it goes by the time he dies.
Nope, that was mine.
Oh, was it? I didn't even proc it. Fuck it. Boom. Down he goes.
We got the crystallize again.
Sweet. Congrats for your druid. Or Peace Lord, whichever one didn't get it last time. Nice. And the next one I'll loot, and then you can save it for an alt. You know what I mean? I'll give it to you when we get in town or something. And how you can, like, stash a lore item as you have it is normally what we would do is I'd loot it, you know. We'd go back to town, and you would take your mask off and put it in your shared bank, and then I'd give you this one.
Yeah, I was a fucking idiot. I realized there was a shared stashes.
Yeah.
I went through some bags in it, and then I logged over to my druid, and I didn't see them there. I'm like, what the fuck? They're too close to the cat.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but dude, I can see me doing that in a heartbeat. But you know what I mean, being stoned and being like, dude, where the fuck's my shit?
Yeah, but I don't have that as an excuse.
Yeah. Well, at least you're a noob, though. Well, you're kind of a noob, you know what I mean? You're pretty much a noob. Like, you've only played EQ but so much, and then you haven't played in a while, so, yeah, you're pretty much a noob. We'll unnoob you, though. I'll learn you something, boy.
Learn me good.
Yes, sir. Come on now. Yeah, I was gonna say after this spawn, we'll go back to tutorial, rebuff. Shaman buff's got 15 minutes. Or the hit point buff.
I can throw buffs out.
Oh, you're good, dude. You know what I mean? You're fine. I just, once the shaman hit point buff wears off, I just go back and get a whole slew, regen, haste, all that stuff, and then just come back. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't have to. You know what I mean? We definitely don't. It just.
Up to you. I don't need to, but if you want to, just.
Yeah, we don't need it. All it does is just pick up DPS a little bit. You know what I mean? Yep. But it isn't that big of a difference. It's just a habit that I do to, you know what I mean? Like if I was here doing this myself.
It's a chance to read, like, sell and stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. Which I don't know how your bags are doing. You know what I mean?
My bags are getting.
If you're
like,
fine, I'm fine.
Yeah, they're getting full, but at the same time, I haven't put anything on my druid yet. So.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, dude. And once you're 60, I can show you. We can go farm them worms in Western Wastes if you want. Cause, dude, I need help doing them. I can't just duo them. I don't think. I mean, no. I mean, yeah. I think I could. I could do it. I just don't want to do it how I'd have to do it. Which is, I'd probably have to take the cleric and mage to do it. Like the mage epic pet would be tanking, and the cleric healing it. And I don't even know that is the most, because I want to say that mage pet tanks a little better than this ranger does. I'm not 100%. I need to probably test that out. You know, especially once I'm raid geared out, I think I'll do better. But in the time being, the problem is they summon, they dispel, they do all kinds of nasty shit, and it's in Western Wastes, which is not a fun place.
Yeah, I think that's when I got to meet what's his nuts that sits right outside the druid circle.
Well, not in Western Ways. There's no druid circle there. Western Ways, you might be talking about Eastern Ways. There's a Great Divide.
I don't know. All I know is I portaled into one of them, and I ran out, and my druid got like 2 shots by a dragon.
Oh no, you're talking about Awakening Lands. Winoshi got you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, he did. He spanked that ass. What you got to do is when you zone in there and you come out of there, you have to stick to your left, and he won't aggro.
Yeah.
And
dude, I had no idea he was even there. I just ran out like I owned the place.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, dude, I did too.
We gotta pop down here.
I did the same, dude. I did it even as much as I've played. When I came and went to go there the first time, I did the same thing. So, you know what I mean. But I have faction with him now. Once you go on a few raids, you'll have faction with him. When you kill the raid boss, you get like a giant faction hit. Cool thing is too, like once you get faction with like Coldane and Thurgadin, any of those zones, Chardock, you can go straight there from tutorial from the portal. It'll show up on the portal list. Like I can go to the NPC that sends you to bind or all the hometowns, and Chardock is on there. Thurgadin for my ranger because I have faction. It's pretty cool. Eventually, I'll have the guild portal. I gotta work on that. Cost me a little bit of cha-ching. Well, to get the guild hall, it cost me marks of valor, which are going to be currency tokens. And then once I get the guild hall, the portal's in it. Normally on live EverQuest, the guild portal, you like buy a stone from the vendor each time you use it. That's like 50 plat. Well, instead it's like 10k, 15, 20k, and it's a permanent thing that you just hit the portal and you click which one you want to go to. But it's permanent for the whole guild. So, I'll take it. There's not even a guild hall normally. You know what I mean? Not in this era, anyway.
Is Cyclone your druid?
No. That is another guy.
Okay.
I've been waiting to see if he leaves tutorial. I was going to ask him if he wanted to join us. He's a newer guy. If I'm thinking right, he's a new guy. Every once in a while.
He's in burnt toast.
Oh yeah, he is. That's the guy's box. Let's see. I was telling my brother the other day that I invited someone that wasn't us to the guild. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, they're real cool. If Pervio or something like that's a enchanter, and then the other guy is that guy, that druid, and he boxes something else, and I can't remember what it is. Let me see. I don't remember what. Oh, actually, let me check the list. I can hit the offline list. Bright Load. The Paladin. That's his druid, Bright Load. an Imperio or Parvio or some shit like that. He's an enchanter. They were both new, and I took them to Paul, or no, they might have. I can't remember where they were, but anyway, I took them to Paul, like I did with you guys, and smashed out some EXP for them. They were stoked. Oh, we gotta pop down there too. Eat it, Spidey. I think a bear would win in that spider fight there. Or that fight, spider versus bear. I got my money on a bear. People don't realize, like, that whole question with they were asking girls, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a man? Like, dude, listen, I for real get it. Like, I've been to prison. You know what I mean? Like, I know all about predators and stupid shit. Now, not from a female perspective, I do not, so I cannot, talk on that. But, dude, you cannot tell me you'd rather be in the woods with a bear, where there is a guarantee it's going to eat you, unless it's literally just ate something and it's like done eating for a while and going to hibernate. It's probably still going to kill you. I mean,
yep.
You're in its area, It's just sad to see the intelligence of today's youth. Yeah, root works every once in a while. Okay. I didn't even see Cookie had said something on the stream. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I have a bad habit of that, you know what I mean? Just from, not but so much chat happening there anyway, you know what I mean? So I stopped glancing at it.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Did you fall? Oh, no, it's alright.
No.
Just back. Just back. I'm into it. I've fell in this little crack right here, not paying attention before. I'll get him in a second. Your pet's tanking him fine. Tear him up with the bow. Actually, not doing the greatest. I do better. Like, the back of a mob is such a difference with a bow, too, boy. Well, because it's such a high miss rate with arrows in general.
Yep.
I'm doing shitty. Oh, there's a 400. And then a shitty little crit. Always hated, like, critting for less than what you just hit regular for. Like, what?
Right.
I got ripped off. Want to re-roll my crits. Bastard. Dude, that, like, later on live, you get, like, certain items and buffs that's, like, that makes your minimum damage a certain number, which is just phenomenal for one-handers. You know what I mean? When you have, like, a minimum damage you'll do. You just shred shit, dude. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, live is fun in its own way, but it's not the EQ I crave and, want. It's fun. I have fun doing it.
Newer generations want everything to be so much easier.
That is very true. Instant gratification, everything, everything's got to be easy. Like, dude, the most favorite thing for me to do, it's so odd, but my favorite thing to do, like, is if you stuck me on P99 with nothing, starting a new tune. Like, that's the most fun to me. Or, like, on the progression servers, like, starting day one with nothing at all.
Yep.
That is the most fun to me. Everything's an upgrade. Excuse me. I mean, for real. all the loot's good.
Come on, Velks. Need a frenzied broodling.
Yeah, I know, dude. It like, we got one, and now it wants to be stubborn. And crystalline hunters look so big, dude. They're like a little extra.
Brood's already up to 40%.
Nice. She'll be 55 before you're 56.
Possibly.
It's very possible here.
Although I don't know, because it's basically double my current experience.
Well, 55's a hell level on top of it being bigger. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like a double, like, whammy in the face. Double kablammy.
Just threw heal on you, so that might come after my druid.
It's alright. All you gotta do is let me know that you do crap like that. No. I'll do things to counter.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm just saying, though, if you let me know, then I do things to counter. Like, I'll heal you back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you're full health, I'll just heal you back twice. You know what I mean? And it'll kind of counter that.
So you're saying about putting lore items in your shared. So you only have one lore item in your shared?
Yes. I mean, well,
Okay.
one more lore item, sure. Yes. Now, I'll tell you a little trick that I did notice I can do. I don't know how much you want to play around with it, but it does work, which is parcel. I noticed that it allows me to parcel numerous lore items to myself. Like my trader, I've parceled like an item from one tune, then parceled another one. When I went to parcel, there's two lore
Is there
items
no
sitting in there.
timeline to how long the parcel will stay?
No, I've been testing it out too. Like
Right?
I've had some in there for quite a while. I mean, like over 30 days. Through patches, you know what I mean? Server reset. Mal's pretty good about taking care of the server, dude. He dumps the files all the time. You know what I mean? So that if anything were to happen, he can, like, you know what I mean, reload. You know, crystallize. It's up again.
Long one. That's weird. He's not showing up on my track.
He's down there is why your track is very limited.
My tracking's seen him before.
Oh, man, I don't know.
He's still not on my track.
That's weird. How do you? Oh yeah. Well. Mask again. Mask likes dropping. It's a solid item, though. But yeah, example, like, normally, let's say I was not here. You got an item on both your tunes that are lore. You would then origin back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it in shared bank and then come back. You could put it in shared bank on both your tunes and then come back and get two more. And one thing I did on the Ranger very soon as well when I started is I saved up 300 tokens and got the Come and Go AA, which is a secondary version of kind of like Origin. it will take me to the bazaar. And then if I don't zone out of the bazaar, I can then port back to wherever I ported from.
Oh, nice. So you can throw stuff in the bank.
Yep, and vendor and all that stuff. Yep, it's go come and go. All right, I gotta recast my self buffs. At least those are important.
Okay.
Yep, the lots of attack, procs, bow accuracy, all that good stuff. And I keep forgetting to click. I'm glad you've been keeping damage shield on me because I keep forgetting to click my ring.
Yep.
I've been mentoring so much I can't click it normally.
Right. I'm trying to keep regen, damage shield.
Yeah, you've been doing good, dude. You're fine.
See and viz.
Which I don't need see and viz. You're fine keeping it on me. I have it. Oh, you know what I mean, on the Ranger. I think it's in a piece of gear somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. You know, it's somewhere. Yep, I see it. My earring.
Don't know how I did pull that.
It's weird sometimes how it works. Sometimes you'll get it real like 5 feet away, and then sometimes you can run right by it 5 feet away. Super strange. Y'all.
We had 3 crystallize.
I know. Well, see, that's because crystallize spawns down there. The mob that we want spawns up here. They're each their own camp. You know what I mean? There's one that spawns right on the other side of this wall. There's one that spawns down there. And there's one that spawns up here. On the top of this ramp. Whoops. Beat that. Damn it. You can't see. Why can't I see target? He's right there. There. Oh, I was moving too soon, I guess. Ow. How dare you bash me? Dude, I swear, I thought about something, bro, with all these kids, like, the shit that they say and everything. All I'd have to do is put in my tags on any video I want views on. Anything these kids are into, like the 6'7" thing, that's all I have to do is put in my tags. My video would pop up every time they search that crap. Because kids click on anything, dude. Like, it's amazing. Like, my nephew is hilarious, dude. Like, he knows so much about computers and just, dude, it's insane. Like, how smart he is with everything, dude. Like he straight up whoop our ass all over the place on first person shooters and stuff. He's like 8, 9, something like that. It's not the same like when I was a kid, man. We were very restricted. Like, dude, the internet, good God, I didn't even know what that was.
Nope.
Not at that age.
Like I think it was like 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, around here, like I was saying, everything is 10 years behind everything anyway. So even when internet was out, it wasn't out around here. Like we had dial-up back in the day and played it. I don't know how we played EverQuest on dial-up with other people. Like how?
That was a thing.
How did that work?
Interesting. You want to know how I got to the point where I could type with my fingers on the home key. And I could type, 40, 50 words a minute, and that was strictly because of EverQuest.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I could communicate with people, so I forced myself to put my fingers on the keyboard like you're supposed to, and just, because that was long before voiceover IP.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Same thing here. I learned how it happened with me is I would type, as a kid, I would type with one finger. But I knew the entire keyboard from memory, just from using it. So I got put in a computer class in like junior high, and they're like, put your hands on it like this. And they're like, and I already know where every fucking key is. I just had to have someone show me how to put my hands on it correctly, dude. And I like took off. You know what I mean? It was just dude, my vocabulary, my spelling, everything, because I grew up playing EverQuest. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I started at age
I mean,
like
you want to go old school too. ICQ.
yeah, right, yeah. That's
That was the big one for UO. Everybody used ICQ.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I think in ICQ, there at least or in UO when the game first came out, I don't think you could even like whisper people across the
I
world. So if you wanted
I
to talk
don't
to
believe you
people
could either. I
that
don't
wasn't
think.
physically around you, you had to use something like ICQ.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I forget about all that crap, dude. You know what I mean? That we even came from that. And, dude, Mike, especially me, dude, because we went from, like, I kind of grew up with the internet and stuff and everything coming out and everything. So I got to experience being a kid with none of that, but then get to experience what all of that is. You know what I mean? But just a little older than a kid. You know what I mean? I don't know. Thank God that I was like the last generation to be locked outside all day long during the summer, given a hose to drink out of. You know what I mean? Like I was raised like the rest of them. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I was. Like that shit builds character, dude. I'm a firm believer in it. Not that you have to lock your kids outside. Let me be very clear on that. You don't necessarily have to take that method, but it's
Now,
the
my
it's
mother
the
was the same way.
concept.
Just be back before the sun goes down.
Yeah, I meant when I was like little. You know what I mean? Like I could never.
Yep.
My dad was never big on leaving. Like we lived on the outskirts of town, but in town was kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I could ride my bike down the road, but we were still on out. Just out in the country area, small town around here. Like, dude, at one point, I could take my 50 Honda dirt bike to my grandfather's house. I could sneak to my grandfather's house. I would only have to take maybe about 3 miles of road, 2 to 3 miles of road, like actual, like, state road. The only, like, risky part was my grandfather's property, like, L'd from the back road to the main highway. So I'd still have to come up the back road and then turn in there. I'd never have touched the highway, but that back road, another like 100 feet, connects to the highway. Which it wasn't like a bunch of traffic on it, but I'm still a little kid on a state road. But yeah, I could take the railroad tracks from my dad's house. I could take railroad tracks like several miles down and then cross across this property they used to call the fish ponds and stuff. And it was this guy's property. I remember I got caught sneaking across there, which the guy was just looking for someone tearing up his equipment. Like they were busting out his windows and stuff. But luckily I was raised with a father that has equipment and stuff and his sand pits and all that stuff, dump trucks, and kids have torn up his shit. So I don't know, I grew up here in the other side of that, so I never was one of those kids that just tore up people's shit. Now I have torn up some things in my life, but I don't know, I just never blatantly went and just like destroyed someone's stuff. I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. Not like that serious. You know what I mean? Like that serious or something. I'm sure I broke a toy or something, but damn, dude, like it's let's destroy $50,000 tractor and shit. Kids do that shit though, boredom or something. I don't know. But anyway, he like totally snatched me up. He said, "Hey boy, what are you doing down there?" I was like, "Shit." I didn't want to stop, but I'm like, "Dude, I better stop." He's like seen me fully. But once he asked him, he knew my dad. Luckily, he's like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "You better not be the one down there tearing up my shit." He's like, "I won't even have to do nothing but tell your daddy what you're doing." He said, "I know he ain't gonna be putting up with that shit." I said, "It wasn't me," because he asked me, he's like, "How long you been coming down here?" I'm like, "Dude, I've been coming down here for like a year." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "How do you get over the logs?" Because right down the railroad tracks, he'd have an entrance. And there was like these giant trees that he just dropped across there. And then the other side was a gate. Well, I was coming from the logs. You know what I mean? The way he would come in was his, locked gate. And I could get around that with a 50 dirt bike, you know what I mean? And dude, I told him, I was like, I'd pick him up over the logs. You know what I mean? I had to get off of it and then like pop it up on the log, pick it up, just hit the gas, kind of, tugging on it and hitting the gas. But I would like pick it up over the logs and then get back on it. But if not, I'd have never been able to get to my grandfather's. That let me skip so much road that I would have to ride. It was fun times being able to do crap like that. I'm waiting for that one dude to move. Yeah, he must not be playing. He's offline now. I was just keeping an eye on him, see if he came back from AFK. I should have probably sent him a tail, but I try not to bother people. Woo! Damn. We gotta get a spawn in this next round, man. Come on. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, he spawns behind the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're heading back towards like Crystallize, he's on that
Yep.
first right there.
I got you. I was going to say, man, which one is he? Is he the top one or the fucking one down here?
No,
I do remember that. I remember because he was up when we got here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Another placeholder. Of course.
Was this his spawn?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
What a bastard. Oh, yeah, well, I have that cloak. You want me to see if I can dig that cloak out? It might even be in this character's bank. I don't even remember. It's up to you. Whenever you want to sell, we can pop back if we haven't got it before then, and I'll check some tunes and see if that cloak of crystalline waters is around. It's a back item. Crystal Eyes is up again. Gonna be incoming. I'm gonna root the ads.
You might have to go back if he drops the headpiece again. Oh, sorry, the mask.
Yeah, man.
I think it's a really high chance to drop the mask though.
Yeah, he shouldn't this time. We've had it quite a good amount, so.
Crystal Aldova. I think it was the other one. No, we got the gauntlets this time.
Nice.
I think those are the ones that I already have on my druid.
Load them on your beast lord. I'll take the.
I can't wear them, but I'll
Yeah, keep them on your beast lord. I'm saying, load them on your beast lord. You can sell them, keep them for all, whatever. I don't care. And I'll get the third pair if it drops. I mean, anything like that, I'll always take the third wheel. You know what I mean? If it's something I want, I'll say something. I mean, I'll be like, yo, let me get that. I don't mind. I'm very, I'm pretty honest and truthful, and I don't know. I'm pretty blunt with things, but I'm just not rude with it. You know what I mean? I hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm just honest." No, you're just a fucking cunt. Like, you can be completely honest without being a cunt. Like, you don't have to be rude at all and be honest. It's all about context, how you say things. All you gotta do is be around a woman at all, and you'll learn how to say things. You know, just how it goes. You know what I mean? They take that much differently than we do. You know what I mean? You're forced to learn how to take that into consideration. I mean, no shit talk at all. Just being real. Right. Get over here. Mortal Kombat. Oh, nice. My cold nuke lands on these. 668 damage nuke. Shit's money.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a recast time, but it casts real fast. Yep, my best nuke is cold.
We haven't had any currency drop in a while.
Right? It's been odd. It does, dude. I have it. Like, you'll notice a pattern, dude. Like, it does that with everything. Like, everything a not drop. Like, far as anything of value. You know what I mean? It'll just kind of like pan off like that. And then all of a sudden it'll come back and it'll be dropping like hotcakes. You know what I mean? And sometimes it feels like there's like days like that where it's just like, man, it's not really dropping. And then it's like every other mob is dropping a token. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's weird. It is very strange. I do notice it's ups and downs. I feel like if I stay somewhere too long, that's what I swear triggers it. Is if I'm in the same place for a long time, that it like
Anti-farming.
yeah, I swear, dude. I'm not saying Mao's doing it by any means, but he would definitely have the intelligence to do so. He's not a dumb person by any means. But no, I don't know. I just feel like it does. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. It could be just coincidence, and I feel like that. Very likely.
Oh, it's most likely that.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. But That is at least how it feels. How about that? Every time I pull that one, look, you see how there's two down there? I pull the one over to the right, and he comes single every time. It's fantastic.
30% on Beast Lord, 57 on Druid.
Nice. That's actually moving. You know what I mean? I didn't think you'd even have that to be real widget with this camp.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And dude, we've been here. We've been here 2
We've
hours,
been
dude.
here 2 hours. Yeah, I saw you've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yep, that's what I was going off of. I was like, yeah. Like, well, it's a 2-hour video. Dude, so, oh my God, I played with some editing today. Oh boy, that's fun to learn. I mean, I did editing 10 plus years ago. You know what I mean? And some of it through like YouTube making me, oh man, it was bad, like back in the day and stuff. Like I could throw like music to the background of my PvP videos when I would, like, dude, I was frapsing, I'll tell you that. Using fraps to record my screen. You damn near needed a whole nother computer to run it, you know what I mean? Which that's pretty much how people used to stream back in the day. I didn't stream, I recorded then post. But I didn't have the internet to handle that. Like, dude, we had, like, no bullshit, bro. We got cable internet here. I want to say 4 to 6 years ago, dude. No bullshit. Yeah. DSL is what we were using until then. Yeah, and that shit's trash. No, it's bad here.
Itself is not bad. It all comes down to how far you are from their hub.
Well, that and how good the phone lines and cables are that run it.
That's true.
And that was the problem here, is all of it was very old. So, dude, every little fucking little piss of rain outside, you know, would make shit go nuts because there's stuff not right. The only reason that you can have weather and you have something not acting right is something is not connected correctly. There's a problem somewhere. Like moving my screen around, like that's one thing that like drives me nuts. That I do not. It absolutely drives me insane. But I've been doing very well at ignoring it, and that's with when I use WinEQ to run instead of the patcher. Run EQ. It just makes crashing less often. Certain computers do it, certain computers don't, but it just makes everything run much smoother with the game. And so I run with WinEQ. Well, it does not allow you to just resize to the, you know what I mean? It doesn't allow you to just resize to whatever the screen is. You have to set the position, and I have it set to where I have to move it down just a hair every time I start EverQuest. You know what I mean? And if I don't have it exactly right, where it's like a little bit on this side, it just drives me nuts. You know what I mean? I have to like fix it perfect, and I have to go into the UNI or INI rather file and tinker around with the numbers, and I've just not felt like doing that. I took something to get it where it's at, you know. So it's like I don't want to mess with it if it's not broke. Let's not fix it. But yeah, every time I launch, it's literally like an 1/8 inch from the bottom. I have to slide it down. Like just fix it.
Yep, that would drive me crazy too.
I'm like, just fix it, dude. Just fix it. Which I'm always sliding crap across my screens and stuff anyway, so I'm always moving it around. It's not as much as I'm bitching about it to be. I'll tell you that. But it is a nuisance. I swear I have what I like to call selective OCD. There's certain things that I could care less about. Does not bother me. But then there's certain things that just drive me up a wall. Like people that fold pages in their books. Like, bro, that makes my hair stand up. Like, I'm immediately going to the book, opening it, and like folding it back straight and closing it back so it'll stay back down. No, don't do that. Why? That page is perfectly straight, and you put a crease straight across the whole corner of it. That will be there forever now. Ew. Can't do it. But then again, there's things that people that do actually have OCD that like would really care about that I don't. I feel like I have like a very slight problem of it, and that I've just learned to really like dull down certain things or really tolerate it enough that I've like, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I feel like people with actual OCD can't dull, like there is no getting you. I don't know. I don't know. You get it. I'm too high. I'm making it way too complicated.
You're getting into the deep philosophical.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn sativa man's kicking in. Or is that indica? I don't know. Whichever one. Everything's a damn hybrid now. You're getting them both. Cheers. Man, come on. This name's gonna spawn on the next round. We've had like 10 PHs at least, dude.
Right?
I've got faith in him. Let me double check this down here. Everything's dead. Get over here. I can just imagine an arrow going straight through the spider's face and it just dying.
Right?
Dude, you ever... My favorite thing whenever I see, like, the original EQ character models, it always makes me think of a video I saw on Facebook where it was showing, like, I don't know, like 2001 or some era, you know what I mean, around that time, where they're like, dude, the graphics look so real and it looks like that. Dude, the crazy thing is, I believe we had way more fun than what kids do now. You know what I mean? With this badass shit. I swear we still had way more fun and enjoyed that shit.
Again, my problem is I needed lots of action and lots of stuff. That's why I couldn't appreciate
Yeah.
this game for what it was.
No, I get it. First person shooter style, like team deathmatch, like go.
If I had one gaming regret that I could look back on and say, I wish I had just taken some what's that shit that makes you be able to focus?
Adderall. Yeah. Or Ritalin.
If I could take an Adderall to calm my brain down and just appreciate something, it was the Star Wars Online.
Right.
I played it for probably, like a month or two, and it didn't sink in. But now I look back at the type of game that it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I would love to have an MMO like that now.
I know, right, dude? Like, it's same thing here, dude. I never knew.
Succeed now because, first of all, I think MMOs as a genre are dying.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, I honestly.
It's so funny. Nobody wants to pay $15 a month. They think it's ridiculous to pay a company an ongoing price, but then they get upset when it's a free-to-play game and there's nothing but 1 million microtransactions. Like,
yeah.
Okay, you can't have both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, dude, nobody's doing this crap for free, dude. Like, get over it.
Well, I mean, just the cost of the servers alone are
yeah, think of that. Like, bro, that's what I was talking about. Like, dude, just think how much it costs to run this.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
Ooh, I mean, dude, I would be stoked to just be able to run a server myself. That would be awesome, dude. That'd be wicked. But I can't. I imagine you got to be way out of my tax bracket to be swinging that shit.
Yeah. Well, for this server and the amount of people they have on it, I don't think so. But for even like forum or something where they've got like 1,200 people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
That's probably a couple $100 a month minimum.
oh yeah, yeah.
You'd be surprised at probably how much you could do it for if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it, dude. I believe it.
I mean, think about it. You can rent a server to play a multiplayer game with your friends and have like 20 slots for like $15.
Yeah, that's true.
Nope, we get another placeholder.
Are you serious? Oh, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, a placeholder for crystallized too, but I'm not as worried about that one.
Yeah, screw him. This one's being stubborn. Like, I'm determined to stay until he spawns now. That's what happens to me.
I'm off tomorrow, so I can stay up later, but you gotta work tomorrow.
It's I mean, I ain't gonna stay up no crazy time late, but I'll stay up. I usually stay up pretty late anyway. I mean, 1, 2, if it's like we're doing something, I'll stay up like 2. Boom. Shot him right in the ass with an arrow. Oh, the bear intercepts. Get him, bear. I think you should rename him Pork Chop. Can hear the ice giant from my mage over here.
Is that what that sound is?
Yeah, can you hear it? Oh.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's for me doing that too. That's why, dude, I do it so much. It's like a second nature. That, dude, I'll run 2 more tunes out in the world sometimes and just disconnect. Like, I did it on my video last night. It's funny. I left it in there because, dude, it's gonna happen I'm gonna do it all the time, so it's just gonna be a normal thing. I'm like, screw it. I'll let it ride. I was gonna just chop out the front, but that's why I ended up just posting it whole, dude. I edited it, then I tried using the automatic thing that would like edit and chop. Oh man, it like. And then I like messed it up and everything completely, had to restart, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna post the video. After I learn editing and stuff, I'll go back and take my full videos and bust them down to smaller. You know what I mean? Not a big deal. I feel like if I paid for a good program, I could get it to bust it down anyway, because it's not like I'm over here describing how to like, you know, put something together. You could chop my videos up and not miss much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just tinker with the beginning and end of each one, and you're good. I could make like a startup video and an ending video. Join Clumsy's world. Sponsored by Schlitz. Ow.
Not a self-drop too.
Say what now?
The amount of silk that drops here is insane.
Oh, I know, dude. It's like, you've been to Kearns and seen the bone chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. There's no shortage. I mean, it is not like I'll tell you this: when you were playing a Necro or Shadow Knight, it is nice that they drop like that. Now, if we could get that to bug out for about an hour and change over to tokens to drop like that,
Right.
I'd stay here until they fixed it. And you get rolled back anyway. That would suck. Dude, did I tell you about this time? We were in the hole. Well, there was an event. I can't even remember what it was, but they changed some kind of event, did it at the bottom of the hole where you could jump down on live. There's gargoyles down there by that stone door. Anyway, they like had some kind of event. Well, they like changed it back to normal. Well, that's like a little stomping grounds for me on Zek. I would jump down there and hang out by those gargoyles that spawn real fast by that door. And dude, I killed one and I got like 7 AAs. And I was like, huh, holy crap. They had like changed it from the event, but they forgot to reset the EXP to go back to normal there. Well, dude, we like maxed AA tunes out, me and the guild, right? Dude, we were leveling tunes as high as we basically could because they turned green, you know, or gray. But after we maxed AA, you know what I mean? All kinds of crap. And then, you know, after we did it, we just kind of like, we're logging. Well, I just thought last minute, I'm like, dude, I'm going to shroud my tune before I log, which is where you can go to a NPC in POK, hail it, and it'll turn you into a monster, like from the monster missions. Like you could pick the level from 5 to 70, every 5 levels, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And there will be like a gargoyle enchanter or a little fairy cleric, you know what I mean? Orc warrior, you know what I mean? And you just have, just like in a monster mission, you just have all your gears gone, and you have to play with that monster with the skills and, you know, abilities that gets. But it changed me to another tune, you know what I mean? Another level and everything. And when you log out, like even at the character select, you're that monster. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the way of you could. It's the way of live that you could mentor basically. Like I could drop down to level 10, like a little shroud. You know what I mean? I could be a skeleton wizard and come level with you as a new tune. You know what I mean? The tune doesn't level though; it just stays 10. I would have to go back on shroud and go to 15 as you level. But anyway, I did that, logged out. How about everyone got rolled back but me? It was, I don't know, it was a bomb idea to do, I'll tell you that. And I did it just on the fly. I was like, you know what? I'm a shroud, dude, because you can do the same thing with summon items. Instead of them disappearing, if you shroud, log out, you could keep summon, you know, no items that were summoned, that were temporary. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try that out just so you can't even see what I am right now. I mean, if they want to look, they could, but I think if they didn't know to look, they'd probably miss that, and they did. It was awesome. Oh yeah, this bastard better spawn.
Oh, we got 2 tokens.
Look out. Moving up in life.
And I got them both. I random a 1-to-1 to each character.
Hacks.
That's what I said to Core last night, because it felt like every time you random a currency, it went to his character.
He's a friggin' currency magnet. I swear he's hacking.
Like, I know you're fucking hacking the game to steal. I said, I see it says random, but I know you're hacking.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, dude. He's a token magnet. He gets all of them. Every time. Well, I'm like, dude. Every time I random a token, you get it. How the fuck's that working?
Right.
Hacking son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. funny. Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm gonna drop this stream for a little bit. I gotta get ready to take a bio and all that stuff. Use the bathroom and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this stream. I'll kick it back up as soon as I'm back from all that, as I continue EXP and whatever. But anyway, anyone following that or watching right now, rather, just look for me here in a bit. I'll kick it back up here if I get going. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you all next time.